Welcome back once again. Not crypto before dark. Crypto before dark now. It was crypto after dark for a second. What's up, everybody? I'm Keith. Good to see you back, everybody. So, charts have been a little wonky the last few days, haven't they? Has it frustrated you a good bit? Well, you're not the only one that's frustrated. Many are frustrated, and many people have gotten aggravated and irritated to the point where they don't want to mess with it. Hang on a second. Dog wandering around in the backyard. Hang on. Or background. Hang on. All right. So we've seen some charts do some odd things lately. In fact, today they were as much as down 4% and then right back up. Some are up 20, 30. VGX, which I'm not going to touch with a 10-foot pole, is up 400%. In my opinion, I wouldn't mess with it. Kind of seems a little wonky to me. But if you haven't done so yet, go hit the like button. Why not? They're free. We have 20 people on, 9 people have liked so far. Excellent stuff. So, I've got AVAX pulled up here, but what I see out of the corner of my eye right here is that CRV is up 15% today. Look at that. What showed to be a sale has now immediately flipped right back into a buy after immediately have being a buy before that, before it turned into a sale. Again, back and forth and back and forth. The charts are getting a little wonky here. When things like this happen, I talk about this all the time because I don't want people to get stuck in things that they can't get themselves out of. And that's exactly what's kind of started to happen here. If you look at the high time frames, we still haven't gotten anything of substance here. Yes, we've had 4 weeks of up for CRV here. However, we still haven't broken the 8 EMA, and we're still under that red trend line that you see right there. That red trend line is holding us down, restricting us from anything big happening. Because we've had 4 weeks in a row, this immediately makes me think we're going to have a red week in here. All right, just get the feeling that that may happen. I've got the KDJ pulled up here. Let me move that. I've been doing some scalping low time frames, and we're not going to do that right now. So let's pull up some normal indicators here about the RSI and the MACD. Have a look at those, and what do you see? You see an almost from the MACD, and almost. Well, almost isn't good enough. You see an almost from the RSI. It's sitting right on 39, not quite 40. And if you look in general, still trending down. Hasn't broken trend yet, still hanging out, still not doing good enough. Don't get suckered in by all the little quick movements here. We're seeing this happen too often. I've been victim of it myself. I tried to get in and make a quick trade, immediately went the wrong way on me 2 times now. So I got to stop. Just got to stop. Often people ask me, well, how did you know that was going to happen? Well, I didn't. That's why I set a stop loss. Stop losses are very important. I had a 10% stop loss set on SHIB. It almost kicked me out. It dang near got me, but it hasn't gotten me just yet. As you see, it just bounced right off the 8 and 21 EMA. This is liable to fail on me. It's showing me down now, not up, where it was showing me up, not down. And there again, you get the idea that things are flip-flopping back and forth sideways. And if you don't know who Paul Wallin is, everyone, please go YouTube, Sittin Sideways. It's one of the great classic early 2000s jams. Bumped that in my car for everyone I was in high school. Hey, what's up, by the way? Let's get some sayings in here. What's up, Danny Deep Pockets? Good to see you, brother. What's up, Bernard Nova Starl? I think I got that right. Ron Poteet, Penfold. What's up, brother? Eric E. Phillips, Machado. What's up, y'all? Good to see you. Excuse me. So, I don't want anyone to get suckered into anything. Don't try to be so fast that you're overthinking what you're doing and missing. Are some other charts sideways? Well, absolutely. Algorand was yet another case of that for me. I bought this with the intention of saying, hey, man, we're going over the 821 EMA. We're doing something. Immediately went the other way. What are you going to do, right? Deal with it. Do have a bit of a triple bottom forming here. And what I mean by triple bottom is 1, 2, 3-ish. There you go. A triple bottom. Can this come up off this triple bottom and do something? Man, it needs to. Nothing wonderful has happened with this asset in quite a while. All of this down leads me to believe that we have to have relief in here somewhere. And yes, like you've seen on the CRV chart, 4 weeks of green. However, that 4 weeks of green gets dwarfed by all the red we had before that. Just 1 or 2 weeks absolutely crushed the 4 weeks that we've gotten now. Because that's a situation, we can't make any rash decisions or any harsh moves until these things even themselves out. We have to go one at a time, step by step, move by move, and be smart about it. Because if you don't, you're going to slip up and miss. I don't want to see anybody slip up and miss. What's up, Life's Great? What's up, Gabo? What's up, Kanik? Is the Ichimoku cloud still work on these movements? Absolutely, it still works. If you pull it up real quick, we can have a look here. Let's pull up the Ichimoku cloud. There you go. Algorand, even with its 4% today, is still all 4 red check marks across the board. Nothing great to look at. CROV, similar situation. You have a couple green check marks here that managed to stay. You have the lag line over the candles. You have the conversion line over the baseline. Your cloud is not green yet, but it's getting there. And you're into the cloud now, price-wise, but not over it. So you have 2 out of 4, which is a 50% in, which some would use as their first buy indicator. Okay, you've got half of the indicators in the cloud green. Well, you take half the position. That's the way some people like to do it. Some people like to do 25% per check mark. What do I mean? Well, here's what I mean. As far as using the Ichimoku cloud on a daily chart. So you can use each particular part of this indicator as a 25% buy. So let's remove some of these lines here so it's a little easier to see. So everyone has a clear picture here. All right, so we've just got our Ichimoku cloud and our candles up. That's it. So every one indicator of the Ichimoku cloud gets a 25% buy. Since the lag lines have crossed, so lagging span has crossed the candles, that's 1 green check mark. Cool. That's 25% in. Since the price has not gotten over the cloud, not good enough. That's no buy on that one. Conversion line did cross the baseline upward, and the conversion line is on top of the baseline. That's a 25% buy. You do not have, right here, you do not have a green cloud on the end, you have a red cloud. Furthermore, you do not have the price over the cloud. The price is a good distance from the cloud, in fact, as you see. It's a good distance from the cloud, even if it went to the right, even if it went straight up, still a very far distance from the cloud. You only have 2 out of 4 here. You would not buy a whole position. You would buy half at the max. It's just the way you would do it if you used each and individual piece of the indicator one at a time. Not the way you have to do it. You can do 50% on the first indicator. You can do 50% after 3 check marks, however you want to do it, right? So the Ichimoku cloud has a little bit of flexibility in that aspect. So while we're seeing some look better, some look worse. Here's SHIB. Now I've got a lot of stuff drawn on this, but you see it got into the cloud. Move some of this stuff off. I was scalping this low time frame here. This thing got into the cloud and now it's stuck in it. Hasn't gone up, hasn't gone down. However, we got positive marks here, don't we? We do not have the price over the cloud. That's one negative. However, if we look at our others, we have a green cloud on the end. That's good. We have a lag line over the candles. That's good. We have conversion over the baseline. That's good. Problem, we just don't have all 4. So we could be halfway in a position here. Cool. Stop loss. Well, you set your stop loss as these other indicators start to fail, or as the other parts of the Ichimoku cloud start to fail, you can remove positions likewise. So you're 3/4 in here. Each time one of them fails, you remove 1/4 of the amount you have. Real simple, okay? You can do a 25% sell on KuCoin. You can do a 25% sell on Binance. You can just do the quick math and figure out what 25% is with your calculator. It's not that hard. However, the Ichimoku cloud helps keep us out of this sideways stuff. I was going to bring up the cloud and someone else luckily did it before I did. This is exactly the purpose of the Ichimoku cloud. When you're in a sideways move like this, it just stops you from doing anything and keeps you out. Atom, which looked great, as you see, failing to get above the cloud, failing to move any farther, stuck, and it's like stuck in the mud here. It can't get moving. And that's exactly what the cloud told us to do, was wait anyway. If you're waiting for all 4 check marks, which is what I prefer to do on the daily, here you go. Stuck. Not going anywhere. All right, let's see. Music ain't the same these days. Hey, yo, what's up, Anon? Good to see you. Benson, life's great. Hit that like button, everybody. Scythe, yeah, you go ahead and hit like, y'all. Why not? Scott Hoyman, what's up, bro? Keith, is that dude? No, you're that dude. I'm just a guy. Just a guy. H-bar, similar situation. Looks bad. Someone asked me for TRB yesterday. Let's have a gander, shall we? TRB, looky here. Interestingly enough, this one's better than some. Price over the cloud. Lag line over the candles. Baseline over the conversion line. The only thing you don't have is this green cloud on the end. So you're very close. 3/4 of the way bought, as a matter of fact. Now you wait. You wait to see what happens. You can leave this in and stay with it and wait to see if any of these other indicators of the cloud start to fail. Or you can go ahead and get fully in, and as you get the 4th check mark, that's kind of confirmation if you'd like. I don't prefer to do that, but there you go. And I'm sorry I didn't get to this, whoever it was yesterday who asked me for TRB. Sorry about that. I apologize. Got to it today, though. YouTube is also freaky sometimes. The next video automatically is Sitting Sideways song. Bro, that's called algorithms, sir. And they are all over us. They're all over us, so be careful. If you guys hear any little dink noises, that's alerts going off for TradingView. I have some alerts set to run bots here, and I'm testing stuff, so just disregard it. If you hear it, disregard it. What do we have left here? Well, let's go look at Bitcoin and Ethereum and see if they've improved on the cloud. Here's BTC1, which is the Ethereum, which is the Bitcoin futures chart. No improvement at all. It may have bounced off this trend line. No confirmation yet. We wait. 0 out of 4 on the CME chart. Bitcoin is flat or down at best, according to the CME chart. Regular Bitcoin chart, that's a little closer, and as you see, you have 1 out of 4. Lag line is stuck back here behind the candles. Red cloud, price not over cloud. The only thing you have is conversion over base. 3 out of 4 bad. So perhaps you could DCA in here and hope for a better spot. It appears to be bouncing off that trend line yet again, dragging the floor. Man, that's spooky, and I don't like to see it. I would prefer if this thing would get moving and stop fooling around at the base right here, okay? The longer it sits around here on the floor, the dicier things get, in my opinion. I don't want to see it sit down here and scrape the floor. Hey, look, there's one of the alerts. So that's Sand 3L. I've got a bot running over here. Let's check that real fast. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm being hardcore about this. I'm trying to make sure I got these things set right. Okay, it appears to have given the right signal this time. Darth, if you're watching, it appears to give the right signal. Let's wait and see. It's got to prove it to me, because now it's in both the long and the short token. So one of them's going to fail. Let's see which one. Both the lots are the same size, so they're going to cancel themselves out, which is fine. I actually prefer that. It's easier that way. All right. So let's go to Ethereum and have a look at it. Ethereum futures chart, similar situation, only a lower shape. Way away from any one of the 4 check marks that we need to say go. It hasn't done that at all. So because of that, we wait. We can't do anything rash here and expect the prices to go back. Now, I will say that the lag line is getting close to the candles. When this happens, we see price action typically, whether that's down or up. Depends on the other indicators, right? Depends on how bad things are. But the lag line is getting close to the candles, so perhaps there's some improvement there. If we go to the regular Ethereum chart, here you go. The lag line has actually struck the candles. It's not over it, but this could be a sign of reversal. If this were at the top, this would be a place where we look to take profits out or de-risk some. In a situation like this, here's a chance for you to maybe up the risk. But as you see, it's just kind of running into the thing and doing nothing. This is why I give more credence to the futures charts, because there's so much volume going through those futures charts. It's a very volatile asset, and a lot of investors think they can make a lot of money on it. So they get on the train and try to ride it, right? That makes sense. Let's see. Can you take a look at RUNE? Yeah, we sure can. So keep in mind that Ethereum could be due for some sort of price action here, just based on the fact that the lag line is hitting the candles, but that's not a given. All right, RUNE stuck under the 236 fib here and hasn't really done much. Similar situation though, where the lag line hit the candles and actually passed them. So you have one check mark there. You have base over conversion, but you do not have the price over the cloud. You do not have a green cloud. You have a red cloud. So we wait. Half in only. You don't want to take too big of a risk here based on the fact that you don't have any proof this thing's going to move. In fact, the cloud's telling you to stop. Right? Could you explain the long and short cancel each other out? Well, it's tough to explain exactly because you can't see the bot software, but if a long margin token and a short margin token are bought at the same time, they're going to do the opposite. So if one hits take profit and one hits stop loss and they're both set at 3%, they're going to cancel themselves out. So one will win, one will lose. It'll be a wash either way. So one way or another, you're going to win. One way or another, you're going to lose because the stop losses are going to kick you out. That's the idea. Yeah, RUNE, no thank you. Let's go look at the ones that it pulled up. SAND3S and SAND3L. Just real quick. I can show you what I'm talking about. So I did them on a 15-minute. And we just released a video on the Nadaraya matte indicator. And I call it the Nadaraya matte because he recoded it a bit and changed some stuff around, and it works cooler this way. So 15-minute, as you see, it did close. The 3S token did close above the 15-minute Nadaraya here. Oh, no, it didn't. It almost did, so it's about to. The 3L, and 3L, went under. So I'm curious of which one it's sending the signal to because it bought the long when it should have bought the short. So again, I got to work on it. This is all part of bot stuff, tinkering with things, trying to get them fitted correctly. One way or another, we'll figure it out. Just give me some time on that. Like I said in the video, the bots aren't exactly perfect. They take some tweaking to get hammered out. So either one of those 15-minute, the Nadaraya works well. That's what we've been fooling around with, trying to get our grasp on and see how well it works. I'm happy with it so far, but it needs some more tinkering, and I'm probably going to redo them and try to iron it out just so. I did it last night at 2 in the morning. I was a little sleepy and stuff, and then I came in today and tried to reset some settings and stuff. I'm not sure I have it just right. So one thing at a time. We're always back testing stuff in the background. You guys don't see a lot of that, but us and the admins are always kind of testing new strategies and new ideas. And that's to try to help the group out more. We can help the group out more, make a little more money, make a little bit more profits. That's what we want to do, okay? Let's go see what this alert was. It said SAND3L, but it pinged me buy on 3L, and it should have been sell. And this one pinged me buy on 3L, and it should have been sell. They both did. So I've got to redo these alerts. I've got to change some stuff, clearly. We'll get that ironed out, though. Testing, this is exactly why we test stuff before we put stuff out, okay? I want to make sure all the bugs are worked out of it. It's not easy. It's tough to figure this stuff out. All right, TRX has been a highly talked about asset based on the fact that people worry about the news. As you see, the Nadaraya indicator on the daily kind of works, but I don't fully trust it on the daily. It's more so a momentum indicator. It kind of shows you that momentum's swinging back one way or swinging back the other. And it shows you right now that it's red. It's not a hurry up and go kind of situation. The Nadaraya is fairly quick. So I wouldn't panic about it. I would be careful and not make any rash decisions on a lot of these assets. What else do we have up here that's moved a lot? Matic, in fact, made a nice move today. Kind of got back over the Nadaraya indicator. It's staying green. As you see, when this thing bends over like this, it kind of wants to change colors, just like it did right here. It kind of started to bend over and change colors. Okay. Similar situation for when a long happens. It slowly starts to bend and changes colors, and that's your chance to get in there and make a move. Well, here Matic almost threw red. Now it's kind of turned back green. So one step at a time. Silo. Silo's still plugging along on the daily, making a bull flag. What do I mean by bull flag? I mean, you've had good price movement up, and now you've created a pennant, and this flag will break one way or the other. Indicators are all kind of pointing that it's going to slowly break down here, and the reason I say that is because your RSI is pointing down, trending down. Your MACD is pointing down, trending down. 821 EMA, still good on it. Can't sell it yet, right? Ichimoku Cloud, still good on it. You don't have any of the four saying no. All matter of fact, the Ichimoku Cloud looks all good on all four. So be careful. Yes, it's still a go. If you start to see this thing fail, the 8 and the 21, maybe de-risk a bit. That's the idea. It's already done well. As compared to most, it's done exceptional. Saw in the Not Arrive video that you're looking for 3 to 5% profit. What amount of funds are you putting in it to make it worthwhile trade? Scalping, I'm just testing. That's totally up to you. Everyone's got a different risk tolerance. Everyone's got a different amount of money they're going to want to put in. I'm only doing like $5 or $10 each time, and I'm looking to see it make some profit each time. That's all. I'm just testing with a few bucks to make sure it works correctly. I don't want to do anything rash and make a crazy decision, and it ended up costing me hundreds of dollars to test. That doesn't make sense. Let's see. Yep, my short's still running here on AUD, which is cool. Let her run. Let her run. That's in the profits for me. Let's see how much profits that is. Ooh, that's almost 100%. Let's go ahead and close that. Or should we let it go some more? Nope, I'm going to close it. Don't need it. Going to close it. Bam. I'll take that. It's 100% gain on the move I made, which was $30. I made $30 on that. Bet 30, 130, $100, 100% profit. Let's go. So that short's over. Let's erase that. There you go, folks. There's a little forex trading happening right there on the live stream. I don't do much forex trading, and I especially don't talk about it a lot because forex is extremely high risk. In fact, it's almost a bit degenerate. And because of that, I don't want to put information out that then becomes distorted by people saying, oh, he told me, and he... No, I didn't. No, I didn't. I didn't say that. So, Solana, still struggle busting it here. As you see, broke the trend down. And since it's broke the trend down, it's kind of tested the bottom of the trend. We may see some more capitulation here on Solana as well. No proof of anything opposite. I'll know more about that stuff, Ron, soon. I'm just kind of tinkering around with it right now. Uniswap. USD. All right, so 821, you probably look pretty good here. Yep, no sell yet. Almost dipped down into the wait a minute zone, but it didn't sell off. Nadaraya is still green, so that's okay. Ichimoku Cloud, you're almost 4 out of 4. You're getting very close to 4 out of 4. However, I want to warn you, as you see, that big white trend line right there hasn't broken in a very long time. Do you see that? This big trend line right here, that hasn't broken in a very long time. It may not break easy. It may not break easy. In fact, it's already failed 1, 2, 3, 4 other times, 5 other times. Walk softly here. If this can't break this trend line, it might be time to stop. I'd love to see it actually do it. Not many have broken this medium-term trend right here. I'm interested to see if at least a couple can do it. Some that have are Storage A, however you want to say it. Waves did it, but not very many. So if it can do it, that's great. One thing at a time, though. Okay. In fact, I've been doing 3% each time, Ron Poteet, not 5. But you know, it's dependent on the time frame you want to use too. 4 hour, you're going to raise your profit level up some because it takes longer to move, but you make more. Sushi. I was testing this one. Similar situation with the 821 EMA. Dancing around back and forth. I immediately yield on this one and stop. Give me a little bit more evidence before I do anything here. I don't want to do anything rash. AVAX that we started with. Under the 821. Nah. Ichimoku Cloud. 2 out of 4, 50%. Not a raya, red, back and forth like a worm, as a matter of fact. I need better than that. That's sideways at best, and I just don't have any patience for that. I have plenty of other assets I'd rather buy, if you get my drift. What bot platform are you using? I have 3 or 4 different ones. Connect. I've got my Mazar running. I've got 3 commas running. I've got Krill running, and I've got Quadency running. 4 different ones. Trying different ones, testing them, seeing if I can come up with best results possible. All this. We'll get to that in a second. I'll talk more about that in a second. FTM is throwing a doji candle right now on the daily, but that's about all the good news I can give you. That good news could not last very long. It could just come up here and test the trend and fail. Be careful with FTM as well. Everybody's favorite XRP, same crab walk that AVAX is doing. You got to do a little bit better than that to prove it to me. ADA, all down, no thank you. Gala, come on, Gala. Come on, dude. Pre-search, they had, recently is going to change from 2,000 to 4,000 coins per node to stake. And that doesn't help anything at all. Hasn't helped anything at all, as you see. Still under the trend, still in a pennant, waiting patiently here for pre-search to do something. 3 commas is just a platform, Connect. There are thousands of bots on 3 commas. You have to find the right bot and you have to program it correctly. That's where the meat is. It's not so much what platform you're using, it's the bots that are on the platform. Did you do KMD? No, but I can. Oh my goodness. Whoo. Look at Komodo here on the daily. My God. Oh man. So I definitely wouldn't grab on this train. You've already missed it unless you bought it. But I bet you that's going to fail some. Whenever I see these kind of things happen, I tend to pull back and just stop because this is a situation that's probably going to retrace. Looking at the indicators real fast, everything's shot straight up. It's going to need a day or two to at least to reset. And trying to jump on a moving train usually is a bad idea. Okay. So be careful. But cat, that looks amazing as compared to some. That kind of movement, how many percent is that? It's a whole bunch. 180 wick, and right now you're sitting at 110% for the day. Whew, that's decent. So, real quick, we got 1 minute left. So the reason I've been talking about these bots so much is with all the failure of the recent fake node system, all the quote unquote passive income plays, that were all lies and not correct. That was all just made up BS. What you're seeing is tons of people have lost a ton of money on it. So if we can come up with some bots that are the traditional style passive income, then that's what I want to work with. We already know that bots are 90% of everything that happens anyway. Can we get a piece of that? And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to program some stuff to get a piece of those bots, little slices. So it's one step at a time. I'm going to keep working on it until I get it ironed out. Hey, look, another bot telling me sand 3L to buy. So, baby steps here. I'll maybe have this out by the end of the month, and I want to make sure I got it just right first. And also, once I got it just right, I want to let it test out and see how things work first. So that's been 30 minutes. Thank you from me to you. I appreciate all you guys showing up. We'll be back tomorrow, 11 p.m. traditional time, East Coast time, by the way. I'll see y'all on the next stream. In the words of the late, great, notorious B.I.G., you could have been anywhere in the world. It chose to be here with me. Appreciate the hell out of that. That'll be good. See y'all later. Peace.